All right, so it's the Coke Top 40 SA, and we profile the biggest music in the world, pretty much. And sometimes we get to hang out with pretty cool artists as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we always say, if it's new, if it's hot, you're going to definitely hear it on the Coke Top 40 SA.
Yes, and this week we have got Mr. Probz in the studio. You know what? I must say that when you first started speaking, I was like, wait, is this the right interview? Are we at the right place? Because when you sing, it's completely different from actually chatting to you.
Yeah, well, it depends. You know, if there's a lot of noise, then you'll probably hear my singing voice. But you know, if it's quiet, then
it's all put on, because the first thing he said was, "Do you guys want the high pitch?"
The high pitch voice, or you want the low
okay with
one?
this one? We're okay with the low one.
So it's pretty clear now that Mr. Probz is here for the ladies, because he's got the low voice.
I'm not. I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. You know, I don't want to put it in a box.
So look, dude, the first time I guess we here at 947 were introduced to you was via Waves. You recorded the
Shout
song.
out to Robin Schultz. Yeah,
I guess the Robin Schultz remix was the more commercially viable one.
Yeah, it was.
But the original as well got quite a lot of attention as well. I know that internationally it was quite a big hit.
It did, yeah.
So for you, which one do you prefer? Do you like the Robin Schultz remix, or you just like, come on, you're sleeping on the original?
I don't really have a favorite. If I didn't like the remix version, it would have never be released. Officially. So basically, both of the versions brought me to where I'm at right now. So I'm happy with both of them.
All right. So what were you actually going through at the time that you wrote the song, composed it? Because it's quite
a lot of tears. A lot of tears. Yeah. No, it was a painful process, but you know, pressure makes diamonds, and you know that kind of something beautiful came out of it. So I'm happy that happened, basically.
When do you know, and I know I ask a lot of artists this, when do you know that this is what you want to do? I want to sing for a living.
If you're scared to not do it, I think.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt, you know. It's not like I grew up knowing that I was going to be an entertainer or a singer or whatever, you know, and then one day I was like, you know what? This is it. Before I used to draw a lot, you know, and make paintings and stuff like that. But I had like a choice, either a tattoo needle or a microphone. I had some money, you know, saved, and I could do either one of those. Yeah. So, and I chose to buy the mic. So, and now I'm sitting here talking to you guys.
With all the tattoos on your body.
Yes. You know.
So you're winning anyway.
What's the one song you would say for you, one of your songs that you feel like is the most underrated song? Because you're a musician. I mean, you've got like big hits, but I'm sure there's one or two songs here and there where you feel like, I'm sure this one could have been bigger. Exactly.
Man, that's... You know what? I believe that everything happens for a reason. So if it's not getting the attention that it, you know, quote unquote deserves, then maybe that's the way everything should go.
Maybe it's just hard to use.
Yeah, maybe it's just that one person on the other side of the world that had to hear the song, and that's it. You know, that was the purpose of the song. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not in control, so you know, I don't really think about stuff like that.
All right. So before we actually officially started the interview, we're chatting quite a lot, and you mentioned Ultra South Africa. You were here in Joburg for that.
Wow.
All the wows.
Oh my days. That was insane.
Yeah.
That was insane. That was, you know, I've done a lot of shows with Armin. We traveled the world. You know, I toured with him, but this was just, I don't know. I can't put it in words, you know. And I came home, or came back to the hotel, and
you can call it home. So that's home now.
You know,
it's fine, you know.
But I started, you know, I brushed my teeth and I looked in the mirror. I was like, yeah. Definitely. No, that was crazy. That was insane.
Well, Ultra South Africa people, I guess it's official to say that you can bring Mr. Probz again next year.
Well, hopefully, if you guys have me, you know, then like I've been saying all this day, throughout the day, I can't believe that I haven't been here before. It's just, you know, but I'm here now, and I'm looking like forward to, you know, coming back and really playing and giving some of that love back that I've been getting, you know, for the last year. So definitely shout out to everybody listening, you know, like so much love, and I appreciate it.
So you're in South Africa right now, obviously. Why are you here? What's the vibe? What are you doing? What you getting up to?
The
Besides
crazy
Ultra?
thing is, this wasn't planned. A couple of weeks ago, I was doing some shows with Armin.
Yeah.
And I heard him saying, like, I heard him talking to his manager about Ultra, you know, about South Africa. And a voice in my head just said, you got to go. You know, you got to clear your calendar.
Yeah.
You have to join them. So, you know, followed my gut, and I just told his manager, like, listen, I don't know why. Well, obviously I want to come out here and play, but I don't know. I just felt
this
like
is the time.
Yeah, I have to do it now. And I told him, and they set it up, and you know, we did the 2 shows, and I was like, you know what, while we out here, we might as well extend a couple, extend it a couple days, and do some interviews, and you know, really touch base, basically. Yeah. You know, so this is all freestyling. You know. Sure. Not premeditated or anything. I'm just out here.
Freestyling, you know, in the mother.
Freestyle, you know, for real.
I wish I could also just freestyle and be like, I actually want to spend a few days in the Netherlands. Let me catch a flight. Let me go down there. You know, hang out with the people. Why not?
Yeah, well, you know, it's when you get that call, you know, you got to answer it.
Yeah,
basically.
All right, let's chat new music. So we know that you worked with G-Wiz, one of the most phenomenal artists, producers. He was actually here in December, I think, for Afropunk. Anderson Parr.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Anderson. Yeah.
Yeah, so you worked with him.
AP. Yeah.
How was that process? Because I know a lot of artists now are trying to jump on that ship of working with Anderson, and you can be one of the first, like, I did it before you guys, so calm down.
You know, first of all, it's all about the music anyway. You know, it's all about the organic process and everything. But if you want me to describe how it is working with someone like that, it's like, you know, me describing how the sun looks. You know, it's like this guy is an amazing artist. Like, I saw him perform in Amsterdam, and that was one of the wildest things I've ever seen. He was like doing drum solos while he was singing, and that was just crazy, you know. And the people around him, I'm really cool with them. So everything, all the pieces just fell, you know, where they had to fall. So in terms of that, you know, that shout out to AP.
So you've worked with a lot of artists. Which artists do you still want to tick off your career?
I don't really have a list.
Really?
No, I don't. You know, there's a lot of people that I thought were cool, and then I met them. Turned out they weren't as cool as I thought they were.
Give us a name. I'm
not gonna do that. I got a list of that, but you know, no. But I don't really. It's all about energy, you know. Like you, I can just even if I have someone that I appreciated his or hers music, I don't really feel the need to connect like that. You know, only if it makes sense. Because a lot of times, you know, a lot of people just follow the bandwagon, and they're like, oh, we definitely have to make a song together. But they're not saying that because they're into your music. They're just looking at the numbers and what it does. So they just want to, you know, combine that with what they have going on.
Yeah.
I'm not really like that. Like, it has to click, you know. I'd rather not do something than do it poorly, you know.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Yeah. Have you been listening to any South African music while you're here? Are these songs that might stand out for you?
I think it's universally known by now that I'm a big Black Coffee fan. Like big, like huge. Like huge. I was just sending them an app. Like, listen, I'm telling my fanboy story all around of how I saw you play at High in Ibiza, and that was like something. That experience, you know, to this day, it was something that, you know.
He's phenomenal.
He is.
Incredible.
Shout out to him as well.
Yeah.
You know, because, like, I told him, like, face to face, I told him, like, you think you know what's going to happen to you, but you don't. You know, even though he's like a star, his star is rising and everything, but I can tell that there's something, you know, something going on there.
Well, I guess there it is then. That's the person that you should be working with next.
Well, hopefully, you know. Hopefully. Well, that's a different story. I met him. We shook hands. We looked each other in the eye, and the, you know, the energy is good. So if that would happen, you know, I would definitely not say no. But if it doesn't, that's cool as well. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't always have to mix. You know, I could just appreciate his music and just keep it moving.
That's it.
You know?
Yeah.
All right. So if we had to take your phone right now, what music would we find you listening to?
Wow.
Like, what are your favorite songs at the moment? Because, you know, with artists, everyone always thinks that, well, of course, you've got your own music, that sort of stuff. But
I got mine. No,
as you look through your phone, yes.
I'm not in my own playlist, you know. So, and my playlists are like super diverse. So I can see if I can name a few things. They're like so like from left to right. It's all the way from Sean Price to Frank Ocean to ASAP Rocky, Anderson, of course. I got Tiggs the Author. I got Magic, the reggae band. I got Jacure. Let's see. We got Muddy Waters.
It's
Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to suggest an artist you must add
Kid
to
Cudi.
that.
What?
I'm going to suggest an artist you must add to that.
Tell me. I'm gonna add it right now.
This is a song. This is a song that I really feel like everyone should mess with.
Okay.
Before it dries out.
Here we go.
His name is Frank Casino.
Frank Casino.
And the song is The Whole Thing.
Frank Casino.
Oh,
Please listen to that song.
Okay, hold up. I'm gonna put it
He's
up
actually
right
looking for the song right now.
Yeah.
So look at you. You're like an influencer of some sort.
Frank Casino, your PR
You're not
is
getting
sorted
paid
with
for
me.
this, are you? Okay, so what was the title of the song?
The Whole Thing.
The Whole Thing. Okay, I got it.
Check that out.
Screenshot.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Got it.
So you mentioned quite a wide range of artists.
Yeah.
What's your first memory of music? So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because, I mean, surely there was a moment when something clicked and you're like, this is actually what I want to do.
Well, Michael Jackson, obviously. You know, I had the little curl and everything. You know, I had the gloves and everything. But like I grew up thinking I was gonna be Michael Jackson. That obviously didn't happen. But it kind of took a minute for me to realize that music, like, you know, that I have a certain connection to music.
Yeah.
That came later. That came when I was like 15. You know, that didn't come earlier. So for a lot of people, you know, a lot of artists, they know growing up, like, hey, I want to be on the stage and I want to perform. They perform in front of their families and all that stuff. For me, it was like way down the road. So, you know.
Yeah.
And in terms of, I know that when I started rapping, the first album that I heard that made me want to start writing bars was Prince Paul. A Prince Among Thieves, and that was like the first time I heard a record, and that was actually a record. That was, you know, vinyl. And a friend of mine played it, and from the beginning to the end, it was like a story. You know, he went from song to song, and all the songs just transitioned, and that just, I don't know, I was just amazed by that. You know, I didn't think it was possible, so that kind of caught my attention. So Prince Paul, shout out to Prince Paul.
All right. So 2018, brand new year. Happy New Year, by the way. I think
Happy New Year.
South Africans are still saying Happy New Year in February.
Still
Imagine.
compliments.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you getting up to this year? Are we expecting any more new music,
Yes,
album?
yes,
Or what's the
yes.
vibe? What's going on?
Well, I think I can't remember the date, but let's say half a year ago, we did a short documentary that we put out, and I had some songs on the documentary that weren't released, so we put out like a soundtrack EP called Against the Stream. And basically I was working on the album, but I used some of the songs for the documentary, so we split it in half. And now I got like a new project called Transfer, and the song with Anderson is on there, and Till You're Loved is on there as well. And I got a couple new songs on there, so I can't wait for that to be released.
Yeah.
And right now I'm waiting on release dates for the singles. So.
Well, we do know now that there's new music coming, and if you want to hear
yes,
it, Coattail 40
definitely.
is exactly the place to hear it.
Definitely.
Yeah, you're going to hear it here first. Well, look,
I hope so.
Mr. Probz, been flipping great chilling with you, hanging. I wish
Thanks
we
for
could do
having
this
me.
for longer. I mean,
Well, we're gonna
we've
do
got
it again
time.
next time I'm coming back. You know,
Hey,
so.
you know what?
Definitely.
947 and you ask for Zweli and Mantsoe.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Just we know that the
they
Alex
suggest
Cage
other
and
names.
everyone's going to
No.
be like, we want this, but you're coming here first.
Don't worry. I got you. You got me. I got you.
If you love Joburg,
947 loves you.